Hey guys, welcome back to another poor penmanship channel video. I apologise if the last video was a bit quiet, but that's because I had to keep quiet. But now I'm actually filming at a decent time. I already recorded half of this video once before, but I got told to shut up, so there's a loud noise there, so I think someone's telling me to shut up. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Sheaffer Triumph Imperial from the 1990s. This here is the box it comes in. Nice red box, white Sheaffer dot, Sheaffer logo. And on the bottom doesn't have anything to note, just red. There's a little gold kind of band above each of the split in the box, which is quite cool. So we have the nice white padded interior, Sheaffer logo again. Obviously the pen itself is in there. Under here you have your instruction manual, how to clean it, warranty information and stuff, in a multitude of different languages. But it also has information about ballpoints and other stuff as well, which is interesting. Obviously it probably would have included the cartridge that the pen originally came with, but obviously I bought the second hand, so it doesn't have that. The pen removes from the packaging. It's got this little kind of sheath to keep it in, stop it from falling around. So here's the pen. It's quite a thick pen actually compared to my cross pens. This is a 23 carat electroplated gold finish, which is very nice. It's got an interesting design, much like the Tyrannus that I got for my birthday. It's got a squared off ends with a circular middle. And here's the Tyrannus, squared off ends, circular middle, but these taper a lot finer points, I can see. And this one also has the striations in it, which is quite interesting, much like my gold cross pen, as you can see. So I kind of call this pen what it would be if these two pens had a child together. Don't know why, just thought that'd be interesting. So basically I bought this pen because, if you don't know, that this cross pen and this cross pen both have broken feeders. So as you can see, the nib just falls straight out, which is rather annoying. There's no way to like jam it back in or anything. And this one's probably the same, but it's kind of, as you can see, just comes straight out, which is rather annoying. So they're unusable. But basically what I said to myself was, if I have a pen that gets broken, I'd like to buy two more to replace it. Like a Hydra, if you chop one head off, two more come back. So obviously I did a review on both of these, the Lamy Safari and Lamy Vista, because the chrome one broken, and then the gold one broke shortly after that. So I decided to buy this pen here, and also this Parker 51, which also has a pencil to go with it. So that's the reason behind buying these pens. Obviously the Parker 51 will be the next video, but because I'm doing this in order of when I got the pens, much like I did before in my previous recording session batch. Oops. So let's go over the parts of the pen. So obviously at the end we have these squared off designs, same for both sides. And down we have the striations going down the cap and down the body of the pen. Interesting how the striations stop sooner on the bits that kind of taper down. I find that quite interesting, nice design. The clip is a very nice clip. It's quite short, but it says Sheaffer and USA on one side. So it's a US pen as opposed to a Chinese pen, obviously because this is from the 90s. Got the Sheaffer dot of certified quality, or whatever it means again. And then the clip is actually spring loaded, so it's not going to damage your clothing, and it snaps straight back in, which is very nice. Around here it says gold electroplated, got a crown, and then Sheaffer USA, which is cool. So about the cap, the pen. This pen has a steel nib, but it's an inlaid steel nib, which is also gold electroplated. Very nice, very smooth writer. Excuse me. This is my first Sheaffer with an inlaid nib, which is very nice, and I really enjoy the design of it. That's why I picked it. As you can see, these little niblets here, which is what holds the cap on. Fortunately, the cap isn't loose by any means, it just jiggles back and forwards on those niblets, which is interesting. But as you can see, it's quite tight. But it does just jiggle back and forward, which is makes it quite rattly. I'm not sure if you can hear that over the sound of my clock. So yeah, the nib says Sheaffer, it says USA, it's got a registered trademark, and I believe that's a hallmark for the gold electroplating. On the bottom here, obviously it's faded away over time, but it did say medium. I don't know if you can kind of make that out over the scratches and stuff that are on it, but it did say medium originally. Plastic feed, of course. Very smooth tip. Now this pen unscrews. It is a cartridge converter filler. And currently I have a blue Sheaffer script cartridge, which actually came from the Tyrannus in this at the moment. Got a little number around here, I'm not sure why. I did have an issue with the pen. It's not lined up, is it? I'm gonna have to do this at least 3 times probably to get it to line up again. Yep. And I've just drawn all over myself, which is great, but at least it lines up. So I did have a bit of an issue with the converter. I took a converter out of the Tyrannus because I wanted to use my new one, so I took it out. But as you can see here, instantaneously damaged because this converter was loose fit on this old Sheaffer. So I don't know if they've changed like the design of it or something, but it was very loose fitting, despite being a very tight fit in this Tyrannus, which is interesting. And I was just using plain old Parker Quink Black in it, and that's the damage that was caused to this like metal surrounding of the converter, just because it got loose in transit, or because I used it everyday carry for a bit, and ink kind of went up there and it damaged it. So that's the kind of damage ink can do to metal parts of a pen, so that's why you can't eyedrop a metal pen. Very nice pen, very smooth. I'm going to do a quick writing sample because this is the poor penmanship channel, so you're going to have to excuse my poor penmanship here. But I have a notepad. This is a Rhodia notepad. Finally got some decent paper for once, because I bought it along with my ink and my TWSBI, which you'll see in a later video. So I'm not sure where I'm just going to start this. I'm going to start it here so you can probably see it. I'm reaching around the tripod. I've just set my computer on by doing that, so you probably hear some noises of it firing up, but oh well, we'll ignore that. And we'll do into the writing sample. I'm reaching around a tripod, so my handwriting is probably even poorer than it was before. So this is a Sheaffer Triumph Imperial, and it's got a steel medium nib, which writes very smoothly, very nicely. Any noises you can probably hear is just the microphone picking up the sound of the paper, because they like to do that. Even though they're very smooth and have very little feedback, the paper likes to make noise still, which is interesting, but it's cool. I like this pen very much. The ink is very nice. Sheaffer Script Blue. I haven't really used it that much, which is a shame, because I haven't really had much chance to, because I bought it during the summer holidays, and obviously I wasn't at school or anything, or college, writing anything down. And I'm going to use this one here because of the loose cap. Well, it's not very loose, but because of the jiggly cap in your pocket, and also when it's in your pocket and it twists around, sometimes it can cause the section to get unscrewed from the pen, which is rather annoying. I don't want to knock the cartridge out of my pocket, so I'm going to keep this as like my desk writer and keep it here, and then obviously you keep my Park 51s as my everyday carry now, which is cool. Again, I apologise if you can hear my computer making noises in the background. It's currently probably doing a backup because I accidentally turned it on. But yeah, so that is the Sheaffer Triumph Imperial. I do hope you enjoy this probably rather short review, but more reviews are in the future to come, because I've got many more pens and other stuff to show you. So I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you later.